And like that, we are live. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the stream. It is good to have you with us on this wonderful Saturday evening. I hope you are all doing well. Today, we are doing something a little different. Bit of a special one for me because it's the first time I've tried ROM hacking the game. That is Pokemon Fire Red. But we aren't just playing Fire Red. Hello, Steffi. Thank you for jumping into that chat. Appreciate having you with us. Yes, we are not going to be playing Pokemon Fire Red as it is necessarily intended. Oh no, I'm not doing something crazy like a Nuzlocke. I'm not doing something crazy like randomized Pokemon encounters or anything like that. But we are going to instead be doing the Ash Ketchum challenge. Oh, hello, Vanessa. No worries about not watching right now. Enjoy your last day of honeymoon. Appreciate you stopping by and saying hello anyway. Thank you so much. But yes, we are going to be playing Fire Red and doing the Ash Ketchum challenge, which basically involves me following the story of Ash Ketchum as much as the game will allow to some degree. I have ROM hacked a couple of things to allow us to catch certain Pokemon by certain points in the game, and we have to evolve Pokemon, release Pokemon, catch Pokemon at the same time he does. There are only a couple of exceptions, which is Sabrina and Erica, the 4th and 5th gym leader respectively, or respectively in the anime anyway. They are the wrong way round in the game. They're the other way, and so we are going to be doing it the game's way. It doesn't make a huge difference in terms of what Pokemon you catch and have to evolve, just given the specialities of the fights. That is a weird exception that we have to make just because that's how the game works. But every gym battle, we have to fight using the Pokemon that Ash uses, the Elite Four. We have to use Ash's team. Well, that's all good stuff. The only other exception I can really think of is movesets, because Pokemon likes to play fast and loose with, especially the original anime, with move types. So things like Charmander learning Skull Bash, which it can't learn. And so we are not going to be following that. We are purely going to be doing what I think is best in terms of strategy. Other than that, should be quite fun. And we're going to carry on past the Elite Four into the Orange Islands as well, because the Orange Islands, you know, they have the Sevi Islands in this, so sounds like it should be interesting. Basically, I want to see, could Ash Ketchum actually beat this game with the strategy he incurred? And between battles as well, between sort of major gym battles, I can kind of use Ash's team however I see fit, just because otherwise I could be walking around with only like 2 Pokemon half the time. So that's the plan. So let's jump on in. I did mute it because it's very loud. Ooh. This appears to have frozen on my screen. That's not great. Not a great start. It was working a minute ago. It's now decided to freeze. Why have you frozen? 1 second, ladies and gentlemen. Why is that not working? This is typical. It was all working perfectly fine. I then go to stream and it all falls apart. Okay, let's exit. Let's try. Cool. Now seems to be working. Hopefully, stays that way. Here we are. Aha! Here we go. So, start. There we are. So, various buttons, yeah, they'll be explained. I've already calibrated this. And I was here before you even existed. I've been playing this game for so long. Hello, Brogan. Good to have you with us. Hope you are doing well. I'm not going to read all of this. We'll start reading once Professor Oak kicks in. Hello there! Glad to meet you. Welcome to the world of Pokemon. I'm doing it British because I can't do... Oh, I do say Ash. It's kind of that kind of voice. My name is Oak. People affectionately refer to me as the Pokemon Professor. This world is inhabited far and wide by creatures called Pokemon. For some people, Pokemon are pets. Others use them for battling. You know, just abuse. It's fine. As for myself, I study Pokemon as a profession. But first, tell me a little about yourself. Now tell me, are you a boy or a girl? We're going to be a boy because we've got to be Ash. Oh, I do say, let's begin with your name. What is it? Oh, yeah, it's kind of slipped into a British version of the accent, so it's fine. Ash, lowercase, please. Right, so your name is Ash, yes. This is my grandson. He's been your rival since you were both you were just both babies. I'm struggling to read it at this distance than pixelate, gosh. What was his name again? Gary, of course. That's right, I remember now. His name was Gary. Ash, your very own Pokemon legend is about to unfold. A world of dreams and adventures with Pokemon awaits. Now, I will say, again, something with this ROM hack is that I've changed one thing. There's one thing about this beginning I've changed. Mom. Right, all boys leave home Sunday. It said so on TV. Oh, yes, Professor Oak next door was looking for you. So what happens in the anime, obviously, is Gary typically gets his Pokemon before Ash, which means that you end up with no Pokemon. And so you end up with Pikachu. So I've made it so I get Pikachu, but Gary will always get Squirtle, who is his starter in the actual anime. So he does get an Eevee later because they started to do the whole Pikachu versus Eevee thing relatively early on. But in the actual anime, his starter Pokemon is a Squirtle and becomes a Blastoise. But I know we have to head to the grass. Hey, wait, don't go out there. The great thing is I don't have to voice Ash, because otherwise I'd be voicing like Ash from Pallet Town the whole time and it'd be awful. Although I sound more like Aaron Hansen trying to do his hi, I'm Sora from Kingdom Hearts voice. You need your own Pokemon for your protection. I know, come with me. Ash, my boy. So I've also got my handy dandy little cheat sheet as well to remind me of what I'm supposed to be doing when. So hopefully we're going to be all good. I'm just trying to find... I'm going to have to keep switching between it. That's fine. Oh, that's right. I told you to come. Just wait. Here, Ash. There are 3 Pokemon here. Ha! The Pokemon are held inside the Pokeballs. Yeah. So this is the one problem with doing this is I know this, and Fire Red is notorious as well for having this. I should probably change my settings so I've got faster text speeds on, because the text speed is slow at the minute. Yeah. What about me, Gramps? That's kind of Gary's voice, isn't it? Let's quickly go to options. Text speed. Nope. That is not what I wanted. Text speed. We want to go to fast. Battle scene on. No, we'll have battle scene off, so we go straight into battles. Battle style, shift, set. No, shift is fine. Mono, button, help. Yeah, great. Oh, frame. Oh, no, we can have a frame type. I forgot about that. Oh, yeah, we can choose our... Oh, you got red, yellow. Got a peak. It feels like we should have one that's very Ash Ketchum, which feels like this one. Very Pikachu focused. So yeah, choose a Pokeball. So this is what I mean about this ROM hack. So so it says Bulbasaur, but it's a Pikachu, and it will work as a Pikachu. And you'll see they all are Pikachu. So it doesn't matter which one I pick, I will get Pikachu. And it doesn't matter which one Gary picks, he will get a Pikachu. He will get a Squirtle. So this Pokemon is really quite energetic. Ash received a Pikachu from Professor Oak. Do you want to nickname Pikachu? No, he's just Pikachu. Ash doesn't nickname his Pokemon. Ha! I'll take this one then. Gary received a Squirtle from Professor Oak. So, it does mean that this first fight is going to be very, very lopsided. Because, it's a Squirtle versus Pikachu, and Pikachu's first move is actually Thunder Shock. So, this fight is going to be relatively uneven. Pikachu! Pika! Rival Gary sent out Squirtle. Yeah. Oh, gosh. It's like, yeah, I gotta explain battling to you because you're soft. Blah, blah, blah. It's just like, dude, I was playing Pokemon before you were programmed. Yeah. Inflicting damage, blah, blah, blah. We know how to fight this game. You're going to Tail Whip me, which is what my defense felt. Ah, easy. Another Thunder Shock should do it. Boom. See? So, a very lopsided fight. But if they had fought at the start and Gary hadn't have been a not very nice person and hadn't run off right at the start, he would have probably had a very similar fate. I mean, I guess that Ash and Pikachu didn't get on to begin with, but you know. Ha, okay. I'll make my Pokemon battle and toughen it up. Ash, Gramps, smell you later. Let's go then. Now the adventure really begins. So the first thing really on my list, the main thing, like I have to get, so there's nothing really up at this point. The main thing is to get to Viridian, is to get the Pokedex and do all of that sort of stuff. So I have to get something for Professor Oak, I think, up in Viridian. And then I go back. So I'm allowed to battle. That's fine. When I was younger, I played a bit of Diamond version I borrowed from a friend. That's fair enough. So I've got no Pokeballs right now. But I might as well, Oh, the attacks aren't showing. Is that because I chose battle animations off? So I might want to change that. Because actually seeing the battle animation is quite cool. Learn Tail Whip. There we go. So let me just check my settings again. Yeah. I thought that was something else I was changing. So my bad. But yeah, we're allowed to train. But I'm not allowed to catch anything unless it is something specifically that Ash catches. I.e., the next one I have to catch is a Caterpie in Viridian Forest. Thank you for healing my Pikachu. Favorite Pokemon? Eevee. Hands down. Eevee is just everything you could ever need in a Pokemon. This is the good old days when the Mart and the Pokemon Center were separate things. Ah, you came from Pallet Town. Yes, you need to go live to someone's Professor Oak, right? His order came in. Can I get you to take it to him? Ash received Oak's parcel. So it could take a while. So Caterpie should be relatively easy. The thing that's going to take time is Viridian Forest is not that big. And yet Ash spends like 4 episodes in it. And by the time he leaves Viridian Forest, his Caterpie has evolved into a Butterfree. He also catches a Pidgeotto. And so I have set it so, because in Fire Red, Pidgeotto does not appear in Viridian Forest. So I have had to tweak it so that he appears in Viridian Forest, so that we can catch him. I could make it really hard on myself. I wasn't going to make it really hard on myself and say, well, you have to catch everything in Pokeballs, because... But the fact is, Ash... the hardest thing Ash does is he catches 30 Tauros in the Safari Zone. Outside of that, I almost forgot. What did you call me for? Oh, right. What was his voice? I say, Ash, I have a request for you two. On the desk here is new invention, the Pokédex. It automatically records data on Pokemon you've seen and caught. It's high-tech encyclopedia. Ash and Gary, take these with you. Ash received the Pokédex from Professor Oak. Detail, yep, you must catch and... So, you have the tools to catch wild Pokemon. Pokeballs, there we go. Not that we can catch anything at this point. And we technically don't get taught how to catch anything until the next area. Oh gosh, he talks too long. The town map. Don't bother coming around, so I think I have to go to his mother's now. And his mum will give me the town map. I think that's right. Run RNG, it's lazy of him. Yep, town map, there we go. Cool. So onwards we go. So we can obviously, as I say, we can level up as much as we want between areas. So here I can level up. Keep fighting Pidgeys, so that's fine. No need to catch anything at this point. We've just got to keep leveling up Pikachu. There we go. We got some animations now. That's fun. One hit! I mean, this is easy, easy game, and we're not doing a crazy challenge like some people have done where it's all random levels and random Pokemon. Like, I've seen some of them, and they are just insane. Let's go. You guessed Charmander. Are you not a huge... I don't know, Brogan. Are you a huge Are you a big Pokemon guy or not? I know... Oh, gosh. That's unfortunate. I know Steffi's not a huge Pokemon person, but she got into Pokemon because of me, because I am a huge Pokemon guy. What made me choose this challenge? I hadn't seen a lot of it. I'd seen people do, like, gym battles, or could Ash have really beaten the Elite Four kind of challenges, where they get Ash's team and fight the Elite Four. And there are also mods, which I might play at a later date, which are more like proper ROM hacks, where they like just make it the anime instead of the game. But I'd never seen anyone just do a simple ROM hack where it's like, try and do Fire Red as Ash Ketchum. You know, so that you can, yeah, trying to do it so that you can actually just play the game as Ash. I've not seen anyone really do it. There may be one or two who have. I'm not going to claim that I know, but it felt to me as if no one had really done it, or I hadn't seen anyone do it. So I was interested to try and do it, therefore. Because I figured, why not? Yeah, so this is the random Gary fight you can have. So we've only got a Pikachu here. Now, he doesn't fight Gary at all, so these battles are kind of mine to do. I can do them kind of how I like. See, he's already caught a Pokemon, but he's got a Pidgey. Level 9 Pidgey. Oh, gosh. This could be a tough battle, actually. This could... I may have underestimated here. Although, he's got a Squirtle and a Pidgey, both of which I am super effective against. Tackle. How much damage is that going to do? Oh, gosh. That is a lot of damage. That's like half my health gone. So, it depends what level his Squirtle is. But this should level me up a bit. There we go. Pikachu leveling up. Not really, but I always found it interesting. No, that... Ha! Huh. I wonder... Because he picked the one at the end, which is Charmander, because I picked that one. So the ROM hack hasn't actually maintained. Okay, I might have to look at that then. I didn't. That's very strange for it to have done that. Yeah, and he's faster. Okay, I'm gonna have a look at something. Give me 1 second while we figure this out. The joys of streaming. I'm actually just going to quickly turn that music off because that's going to be playing in my ear and annoying. Okay then, right. Why is that happening? We might have to do some of that early bit again, unfortunately. Not really what I wanted. Advance. And like I say, I've not done a ROM hack before. This is all very new. So it's because I picked Bulbasaur at the start, I think. Or the one that was named Bulbasaur, so he picks Charmander. So if I pick the one that's named Charmander... Yeah, if I pick the one that's called Charmander at the start, he should then have a Squirtle going forwards. So let me just try that a minute. We're going to have to, unfortunately, play through some of that early bit, but it's fine. We will just... Instead, we will just have to... Well, we'll figure it out, won't we? We always do. Let's jump on back. So, unfortunately, not having to rewrite code, but because the code I rewrote didn't do what I was hoping it would do, unfortunately. For some reason. I don't quite know. He should have just meant that whatever starter he got, he maintained. I don't quite know why that didn't work. So, we're just going to try and skip through this. Sorry, guys. That's my bad. So, yeah, I will have to pick the Pikachu that is labeled as Charmander. Boy, yep. So we will skip part through all of this. Ash. Is it hard to recode? Like, I'm not a ROM hacker, so it is trickier. There are tools that are really helpful, which is how I got it so any Pokemon I chose was Pikachu and how any Pokemon he chose was Squirtle. But it didn't carry through for whatever reason. The game data, I don't know why. I don't know if that's something with that particular tool that means that it's only the starter that's affected in that first fight, and then after that it just does whatever. But hey ho, we learn. Unfortunately, we hadn't got super far, fortunately, so that's okay. So we don't need to talk to anyone. I'm just going to get cracking and get this whole thing on the road again quickly. And we'll skip through all of Professor Oak's dialogue very quickly. As quickly as it will let me anyway. Yep. Come on, Professor. Oh, I need to reset the speed and stuff. It's fine. He's going to run ahead. Oh, he's going to bring me. Fine. Yeah. Come on. Get through this. So I think if I pick the second Pokeball, that's Charmander. I think. But it will tell me. So. Now, Ash, yep, go inside. Pick a Pokeball. Which one will you choose? First, options. Fast. And we're going to go for you. So pick the one that says, yep. So that says Squirtle, so we don't want to pick that one. That's a weird order. Why is it Bulbasaur, Squirtle, Charmander, and not Bulbasaur, Charmander, Squirtle. That would make way more sense. But we have now picked... Oh, I didn't want to do that, so that's fine. But, so he is now going to pick a Squirtle. There we go. And it is now going to stay a Squirtle because he actually did pick the Squirtle. Which also should mean that second fight should be a little bit easier. I should probably level up a little bit first, rather than doing what I did, which is just go for it. But at least we know. We know now. Yep, so we have to battle. We know how to battle. I wish you could turn tutorials off. Come on, Pikachu, let's go. Wow, that did a lot of damage that time. He used tackle. Wow, he actually attacked. He didn't do that last time. Thunder Shock. There we go. Easy battle. So we got to go to Viridian and back. Because we're essentially trying to play, rather than looking at this as trying to play the anime in the game, what we're trying to do is play the game as if we were Ash in the anime. So, as much as there are certain things that change and shift, hey, what's going on? Good to have you with us. I hope you are doing well. What is going on? We are doing the Ash Ketchum challenge in Pokemon Fire Red. It's looking like it should be fun. So as you can see, we have started off with a Pikachu. Let's go. Take out the Pidgey. Shouldn't be too hard. There we go. But we've already had to reset once because the game is dumb. No, it's because my ROM hack didn't quite work as I had planned, so I had to find a bit of a workaround. But it's fine. We're getting somewhere. More battles. Always good. We can level up some more. Oh, a Rattata. This may have to take 2 hits because it's not super effective. Yeah. Nice tail whipping anyway. Fine. Okay. So yeah, we are just starting off with taking this thing down. Oh, how strange, Steffi. Sorry to hear you can't... It's not working on Twitch for you for some reason. Very strange. I can't explain that personally. It all seems to be working on my end, according to what I'm seeing. Yes, this is me, so we get the thing for Professor Oak. No, I can't see Brogan, but I can see I said, hey, what's going on? They have popped in and said hello. Well, no, they haven't said hello. They said, hey, what's going on? As per their branding at this point. Which I think is fair. And Brogan is still here. Hello, hello, hello. Good, so everything is still working. For everyone else other than Steffi, for some reason. You have a whole franchise. Oh, gosh. I shudder to think of what your franchise is. But this is one of my favorite franchises of all time. Like, I joke a lot on Twitter and Facebook about FNAF. Mainly because that is a lot of what my work is now, is looking at FNAF. But the theory that got me, like, I did a couple of theories to Theorist prior to getting my job, but the thing that got me into the writer's room with them was I was the one that did the, let's calculate Pikachu's level by the time he loses to a level 5 Snivy. That was my magnum opus. That was my 2-part theory, which took so long. It took me 3 months to get through all the anime, because I also had other jobs. So yeah, it was one of those things. So because of that, I actually learned a lot about Ash's Pokemon, when he got them, when they evolve, all that sort of thing. So, yes. So this is an interesting thing. So, again, during my watch-throughs, I did see the fact that they do very occasionally mention level. I think there's an episode when they first go to Johto, and James and Jesse are trying to trick people and going, oh, if you use our trading machine, it will boost them to the highest level. Because like in the early games they did, and they even mention route numbers at certain points. Even though they mention the wrong ones, they go, oh, Route 25 will lead us straight to Vermilion City. It's the opposite direction. But, you know, they do occasionally do that, where they're trying to tie it to the games more, and so they go, yeah, here, like they can level up. You have to get them to the highest level. I think in the 4th movie they mention levels. It's very occasionally mentioned, but no Pokemon's actual level is ever mentioned. They sort of talk about, you know, oh, if you you know, if you level up a Pokemon enough, they'll evolve. That is a very common thing that is said, but it's not no, it's never like proven or anything is done with it. It just kind of becomes about merit eventually. And Pikachu's level specifically is never mentioned. The only thing you have to go on is that he's probably level 5 when you get him, because that's like any game. And so I had to go through and find every Pokemon Pikachu battles and won, including shared battles, and go, well, what point in the game do you find them? What route do you find them? I can't remember that one, actually. Because that's the episode, yeah, when he meets the other Charizards, just as Ash, like, lets him go. And so he talks about he evolved too quickly. Because he does. He evolves in, like, 2 episodes after evolving into Charmeleon, and he becomes a Charizard. And so, therefore, that would make sense. But, yeah, it's what I mean is that they go... But levels don't... What I mean is levels don't matter in the anime. Because they also learn moves. So like Pikachu learns Thunder very early on. Yeah, he levels up very, very quickly. And so like, he gets Thunder very, very quickly. And you go, like, with the calculations I did, he'd have only been like level 20 at most, I think, at that point when he uses Thunder in the anime. And so you sit there and go, huh, weird. Because, so it doesn't make sense. So I had to kind of scrap the whole, oh, he learnt this move, therefore by that point he must be this level. Nope. I did, oh, he's just, it's just, I thought I had to bring him coffee at some point. But he's going to teach me how to catch, I'm not going to bother. TMs... Again, I think it's probably something they mention once or twice, but I don't think it's something that's like, use a TM to train it, because obviously Ash just like teaches Pikachu Iron Tail by practicing. And so this is what I mean, like a lot of the anime is just based on merit and the idea of hard work. And so leveling up isn't about what level they are. It's just about earning the right to evolve, essentially. And so Charizard evolving early would make sense in the anime, because he probably wasn't actually level 36. But confusing. And so I had to kind of go through each route and go, well, on this route, the average wild Pokemon is this level, or the median level is this, and therefore I'm going to calculate any Pokemon he battles in that arena to be that, basically. Which is tricky, to say the least. And then every battle with like a trainer, I had to calculate based on like, well, what is the average level of a trainer Pokemon on that route? And then the Elite Four and stuff like that I had to go off though. Obviously, people like Jesse and James, I used Pokemon Yellow for a lot of it. And so I was able to go, well, Jesse and James are this level at that point, and so you can battle them. And gym leaders are much easier because they often have the same Pokemon, so Geodude, Onix, that sort of thing. Much easier to figure out. Well, exactly. Ash and Co just run from every Pokemon, so that's the thing. But yeah, so it was an interesting thing to have to figure out. It was a lot of work. It was really fun. I really enjoyed it because I enjoyed all the maths and having to go, well, Pikachu's part of this EXP group and he's like medium fast. And so therefore I have to make him grow up and do this or whatever it was. So that was really fun and I enjoyed that, but it was a lot of work. But it meant I was perfectly ready for this challenge because I kind of know a lot of Ash's journey, particularly through Kanto. So I now know. So I know, for example, like when I've got to have Charizard level up when I get a Charizard, and I mentioned that I've ROM hacked this game. So I've ROM hacked it as well. So in certain routes, I am more likely to catch certain Pokemon. So or basically, so I can catch a Pidgeotto in Viridian Forest. So I can catch a Charmander on the route that he gets a Charmander. That sort of thing. Is it just ingrained in my brain? Basically, yeah. Now, as I say, hey, what's going on? It's kind of pointed out. Maki, thanks for the like. Appreciate it. But yeah, as they've kind of pointed out, levels and things don't matter. And so it doesn't quite equate in the same way. So I'm kind of having to play it a little by ear, and like moves and stuff don't matter. But it's fine. We'll make it work. So Pidgey. So now he should have a Squirtle. So I'm going to Thunder Shock because it's all I can basically do at this point. Oh, that's unfortunate. But yeah, like, as I say here, what's going on, I was pointing out, I also kind of, I remember bits and pieces. I couldn't tell you necessarily when and where they are from, but I remember pieces and like key information I remember. Not level up. That's unfortunate. There we go. Squirtle. Thunder Shock. Oh, I missed. Dang, that sand attack. Okay, he's going to tackle. How much damage is that going to do? No, I'm just going to keep Thunder Shocking, I think, at this point. There's no point in trying to be tactical at this point. Yeah, so Season 2... I looked at this, because, again, it threw me off when I was doing the research. Come on, hit. Yes. Season 2... actually starts, I think, before the 7th gym badge. I'm pretty sure. I think he does Koga, and then they have like some filler episodes, and that's when they end. Because yeah, like it's called the Orange Islands, but he hasn't even fought the Indigo League by the time he finishes the Indigo League season. It's weird. They split up in a weird place. Or at least that was what it's officially done. If you buy the Blu-ray Season 1... because like Season 1 was on Netflix, but it didn't go up to the Indigo League. So I had to go and watch that elsewhere in order to do my calculations. It was a real pain. Just to try and figure out when things take place. Because, yeah, the Orange Islands was obviously much shorter. And so it feels like they kind of did it after the fact and split it. Because when he does the Elite Four, or the Pokemon League, I should say, it's using the Season 2 theme song. The, So You Want to Be a Master of Pokemon. I forget. We all live in a Pokemon world. That's the one. So, yeah. It's a little bit strange. But it's kind of... yeah. They get more sensible later on. Because they then have seasons like... in Johto, they have like 3 or 4 different seasons. All within the Johto region. And so it becomes a little bit easier to track. Whereas... the Orange Islands was a filler arc because Gold and Silver hadn't come out yet. 52 episodes of the Indigo League. I need to buy the rest, man. They don't make it easy. No, and this is the thing. I'll be honest, I wasn't totally legitimate with how I watched most of the Pokemon anime episodes. I had to watch like 13 seasons of the anime. Some of it I was able to watch on the Pokemon.com website, which was great. Some of it on Netflix. Some of it I was able to watch on some other platforms. But there's a load of them that are just missing. Like Season 2. Really hard to find. And therefore I was just like, well... I should do a cover of it. Yeah, no. Probably not. I don't have that rocker voice. And Nate Wants to Battle has done some incredible covers of the Pokemon game. So, I have to catch a Caterpie first. That is the first thing I have to catch is a Caterpie. First thing I'm allowed to catch. And then after that, I can capture a Pidgeotto. Oh. Why has my mouse appeared on screen? That's not good. And of course, this place is filled with Kakuna. Oh, it's gone now. Fine then. I'm just going to quickly sort that out so my mouse doesn't keep showing up. There we go. Ooh, bit of a glitch. It's fine. It's working. It's a real requirement. Well, exactly. It's just... It just makes me sad that the Pokemon Company is, like... Because the other thing the Pokemon Company does a lot of is taking things down. Taking down covers, taking down streams, that sort of thing. Obviously, Smosh got taken down right at the beginning. So there's always the concern this will get taken down. Because they're very protective of their IP. Let's try and catch a Caterpie. Give me a Caterpie. There he is! Now... Do we try the anime technique? Where he literally just goes bam, Pokeball. And catches the Caterpie. If this works, man. There we go. See, Ash didn't have it right. Ash did not have it right. No, I'm going to weaken it. Trying to do Ash's technique is dumb. No, not bag. Thundershock. I still have all my... I have like the first 7 movies. Not on Blu-ray, just on DVD. I should look for the Blu-rays, really. There we go. But yeah, it's weird that they haven't like released, or it's hard to get a Blu-ray of the next season of season 2. It's a weird one because I really enjoyed the Orange Island season. I thought the gym battles were really interesting because they weren't like, the final bit was here, have a bit of a battle. But on the whole, it was a little bit more like, here's a challenge. Yeah, the days before Blu-ray, exactly. Well, now this is the thing, everything's now streaming, which is great. So long as you can find it. And it annoys me that the Pokemon.com only has some seasons. Like it has a weird selection of seasons as well. It's like season 1, 11, and 23 or something like that. It's really odd. And I just kind of wish that they just made it easy to find. I just wish they... like, put it all in one place. I'm not saying Pokemon needs to have its own streaming service, because that would be, you know, dumb. Let's just get another 5 for now. Yeah, because that would be dumb. That would be stupid if they did that. But it's going... You have some of your episodes on .com. Why aren't you selling those? Why are you only selling... Why aren't you selling those ones? Why are you selling some of them? Why don't you put them all on the streaming service? Oh, I don't know if they're on Crunchyroll, actually. And you can get Crunchyroll for free. It's only if you don't want ads that you then have to pay for Crunchyroll. So I wonder if you could get it on Crunchyroll, because that's an anime specific service. So I just wonder. Right, so now... Anime, you'd think, wouldn't you? I think the problem is because it's still going, and obviously now Netflix owns the rights. Here we go, Pidgeotto, perfect. Because Netflix owns the rights now for distribution of the latest seasons. Oh, well, that was unfortunate. Well, we gain XP, though. But yeah, so I would bet the reason that you can't get it is because the show's still going. And so it becomes very hard then to, like, figure out where things come from. He kept, like... I don't think he knocked out a Pidgeotto. Well, yes. So, I see what you're saying. In the original anime, technically every catch comes from being knocked out. Oh, come on. Yeah, technically every catch, they have to be knocked out. For some reason, it's weird. They don't do it in the anime where it's like, weaken them and then throw the Pokeball. It's just like, no, just throw a ball, catch them. But there we go. We got a Pidgeotto. No, we're not giving a nickname to Pidgeotto. Hurrah! So now comes the annoying part. Because you see now, we have to get Caterpie to evolve by the time we leave. And obviously, a lot of these Pokemon are going to be... Well, okay, so Kakunas are fine. Kakunas shouldn't be too bad, because Kakunas haven't got an attack. So you'll also probably find there's a lot of Kakunas, and there'll be some Beedrills here as well. Because I, again, ROM hacked it, so it's a little bit more similar to the anime, where there was Pidgeotos, and this is going to be a long fight. Because he's going to keep hardening, so his defense is going to keep going up. I'm just going to keep using Tackle. And the thing I forgot about Gen 3 compared to Gen 4 is I don't think in Gen 3 you have physical and special attacks. I think it's type-based. So if you are using a normal type move, for example, that is a physical move. A bug move is a physical move. Whereas an electric move is always special. Whereas in later games they then went, oh, well, obviously if you use like Volt Tackle, that is going to be a... Obviously, that's going to be physical, because you're physically attacking. And that's why Flareon sucks. You're absolutely right, because he's always special, but his stats make him a physical attacker. Hence, I'm intrigued to see whether Ash's team would actually win. Here we go. Because, again, based on, like, original anime rules. And, like, again, so, like, when I calculate Pikachu's level, I did do it off of the original gen... XP system, because in the new ones it also takes into consideration your own level, which is a pain to calculate when you're trying to figure out Pikachu's level anyway, because it means every battle you've got to be up to date with what Pikachu's level is. Poison Sting, there we go. Fortunately, I'm already paralyzed, so I can't be poisoned. Gust. Do I need to catch... It's 30 Tauros, and... Yeah, it is on the docket. I have increased the rates of which Tauros show up so that I can catch that many Tauros. Unfortunately, Tauros wasn't used by Ash in his first Elite Four run. He did use it in his Orange Island League run, which is what I intend to do. So my second run, I'll use Tauros. And this is the problem, is I have to kind of keep an eye on which Pokemon I'm going to be using coming up, and try and keep them, like, not just in the PC, but, like... Because the difficulty I have is, like, Tauros. So he, like, never uses Tauros. And then suddenly he brings him out in the Orange Island Elite Four. And he's just OP. He's super powerful, and he's OP in these games. But it just means that he, it doesn't make a ton of sense. Sorry, I'm just going to up my light a little bit. Yeah, it just means that, like... And this is what I mean about levels not mattering. Oh, a critical hit. That's not great. Oh, and that misses. That's not great either. Oh, gosh. Gust. That should do some damage. Great. I'm going to go for another Gust just in case. Oh, no. Oh, no. Pidgeotto. Oh, this ain't good. Go on, tackle. Finish him. Yes. Oh, yeah. Hyper Beam doesn't have a cooldown after... Yeah, exactly. So, yeah, he is pretty OP in the first gen, admittedly. But, yeah, it's just I have to keep an eye on things because... Yeah. I have to keep an eye on things because I don't want to put Tauros in the box and then suddenly get to the Elite Four and be like, I now need to use Tauros. Oh. Okay, so what do I want to do now? Well, let's do the battle because we've still got Pikachu, so we can always go back and heal as well. We don't have to use Pidgeot because it's like great, he's super effective, but I think we'll be fine. Who's this? Oh, Weedles. Okay. Oh, this actually might be a problem. Let's shift to Pikachu. Poison Sting. Okay, right. Let's use Thunder Wave because that will slow him down. The other problem is right now is that Pikachu doesn't have... There we go. Pikachu doesn't actually have any other attacks. I don't think they show what happens to 30 Pokeballs, but at that point, he has caught a Krabby, which he then like, I caught Krabby, and then it suddenly disappears from his hand as if by magic. It's very strange. And Misty then explains, I think it's Misty or Brock, but they go, oh, well, you can only carry 6, and so it's gone back to Professor Oak because you've already got 6. So by the time the Tauros thing happens, it just happens on its own. But obviously that episode never saw the light of day in the UK, or in the UK, because in the West it came and it very quickly got banned because Meowth does a Hitler reference, and then the old man points a gun at Ash and his cohort. Like an actual gun. He just points at him. It's like, yeah, sure. And then it's like, oh my. Yeah, but it was a weird episode. There are a number of episodes in the first gen. After Generation 1, or I say Season 1, they didn't have that many. I'd be interested, because if you've got the dub rather than the sub, and it was sold in the West, I would be hesitant to believe it has the banned episodes in it. Because there were a number in Season 1, because like there's an episode where James has fake breasts, there's an episode with Jinx, obviously, which was problematic just because Jinx was problematic. Caterpie level 6, there we go. There were a number of things that were problematic in the first season, but in later seasons, I don't think there were any episodes that got cut. I think the episodes that did get quote-unquote cut were roundup episodes. In Japan, they like to do roundup episodes. They do like, oh, here's a summary of the season so far, and that would be an episode. I think it was probably just to fill time. But therefore, there were a lot of episodes that like got missed, but they weren't censored. It was only Season 1 that got censored because they, again, like the games, they didn't actually anticipate it coming to the West. They didn't anticipate it being as popular as it was. And so when it was as popular as it was, and it came to the West, there was suddenly, oh, this is problematic, which is why I think a lot of their newer games and newer animes are so much more boring. Because they're safer. Because they weren't trying to appease, because they're now trying to appease a Western audience and Western censorship more so. Come on. I'm not doing a ton of fancy technique at this point in the game because it's all so low stakes. It's not worth it. Yeah, you keep using hard and it's fine. I'm just going to keep tackling you. There we are. Well, hey, level 7. Something I should do. I need to remember to save just in case something does glitch or go wrong. Because that's inevitable. What's this? Caterpie it's evolving! Ash's first evolution, Metapod. Differences in this version, in the game, because I got him from Caterpie, I get to keep Tackle. But Ash's Metapod does not. He just has Harden for some reason. There we go. And he learned Harden. I really like, actually, that's something about the modern games I will say they did really well. They actually did. They changed it. So, because I remember I had a Blaziken once in Ruby and Sapphire, but my Blaziken, my Combuskin died when it turned level 36. It fainted even. And so I had to, I then like leveled him up at level 37, and so he missed Blaze Kick. Like, I didn't get Blaze Kick, which is like his signature move, which sucked. Should I go back and heal? I might go back and heal. So that was just the worst. Whereas now the system they've introduced is, rather than it being based on the level, there are certain moves that it's like when they evolve, they will learn this move, which is way more helpful. And Brogan, no worries. Thanks so much for tuning in. As long as you did, appreciate having you with us as always, sir. We'll see you in the next one. Thank you so much. 52 episodes on the Blu-ray. It does not include the 3 banned episodes, but does apparently have no censorship in the remaining episodes. as they were used HD scans of the Japanese film cells. Fascinating. So the episodes that you'll have that are banned, you will have the 3 episodes. I believe these are the 3 that got banned. The Safari episode with the Tauros, that'll get banned because that episode wasn't censored, it was just banned. The Jinx episode got banned, and the Porygon episode got banned. You will have the one with James and his inflatable breasts, because I think that one did come to the West. I think it was just censored heavily. But those are the 3 banned ones, I believe. Like, I'd be interested for you to check and find out for me. I believe it'll be Porygon, Jinx, and the Safari Zone. Those are my 3, because Jinx may not have been censored later, because they may have just changed the color. It will be the Safari, the breast episode. I think it's a random filler episode. It's basically a swimsuit competition, and Misty enters the swimsuit competition. So does Ash's mum, I think. And then Jessie enters, and James enters and has fake breasts. It's very strange. There's like not really anything Pokemon. I think it's just a filler episode. It's just really weird, to be honest. It doesn't make sense. It's really much just fan service, because you've also got to bear in mind, Ash is 10. Misty is also meant to be about 10. Obviously in Japan, obviously girls can start developing at any point, and can develop much earlier than girls. Episode 18. Right, do I remember which episode? Episode 18. Episode 18. Pokemon S1. Season 1. Oh! Really? Oh, no. Yep, so the first one that's censored, that is the beach episode, so you won't have the breast episode, because that episode is called Beauty and the Beach. The episode after that is Tentacool and Tentacruel, which was a censored one because of the 2 towers. Yeah, episode 18. Yeah, so that is the breast episode. Yeah, that makes sense. So I don't think you'll have Porygon. You'll either have a censored version of Safari Zone, or you'll have a re-censored Jinx episode where Jinx is purple instead of black. That is my guess. How old is Misty? I'm intrigued now. Old is Misty? 13. Oh, in the anime, no. In the anime, she's 10. In the anime, she is 10. In the manga, she's 12. In Fire Red, Leaf Green, and stuff, she's 10. And in Gold and Silver, she's 13. But she is 10. So, yeah, it's weird that we suddenly get a 10-year-old Misty. Yeah, well, the age of consent, I believe the age of consent in Japan is 13, which is wrong on every level. But that is why. I also learned why there's a lot of schoolgirl sort of ideas, and the idea of like falling in love with 10-year-olds, and a lot of that is really common in Japanese media. It's because it's like school particularly is a romanticized time, and so the over-sexualization of Japanese like schoolgirl kind of thing is not designed as a sexual thing. It's designed as a romantic thing. It's like the good old days of school before work kind of thing. It's still weird as heck, but that is like the reasoning I've come to understand. So episode 18, what are the other 2 episodes that are banned that you've got? So you lose out on Beauty and the Beach. We're going to switch to our Pidgeot, because Pidgeot does need to level up. So yeah, I'm fascinated as to what other episodes you have, because I forget which ones get banned. So Jinx you might have, because I don't remember if they released it at a later date. They just recolored Jinx. I don't think it's necessarily that there were 2 towers. I think it's just the fact it released right after 9/11, or was due to release right after 9/11, and it has a giant tentacle destroying massive skyscrapers. And so I'm not sure if they censored it or if they just took it off air for a bit. I think they might have just taken it off the air and then they put it back on later uncensored. But I'm intrigued as to what other banned episodes, you're missing. So, like I say, you're missing Beauty and the Beach. I'm intrigued as to what the other 2 are. I bet it's Porygon. Because of the seizures. You can't really... It was hard to edit that out. So I bet it's that one. And it's probably the Safari because it's got guns and it's like quite a crucial part of the plot that he has a gun. Whereas Jinx, I think if you change her skin color to purple, it's less problematic, which is what they've done to Jinx in future years. That would be my guess. Right. Back to Pidgeotto. Because the other thing, I can't evolve my Pikachu or my Pidgeotto. I am not allowed to evolve Pidgeotto because Ash doesn't evolve until after the Elite Four because he doesn't use him in the Elite Four like a Dumbo. Pidgeotto is a great Pokemon, and he gets sidelined in the later seasons. So the banned episodes, you're not missing much. So Beauty and the Beach is a good example of this. It is a filler episode full of fan service with pretty girls in bikinis. That's what you're missing. I have watched them all because I wanted to check that Pikachu didn't suddenly kill a ton of Pokemon that I'd have to calculate into the levels. But he doesn't. So that one you don't miss anything. Porygon, I don't think you miss anything. It's a bit of a weird episode. Yeah, it's worth a laugh at James, that's for sure. You're right there. But yeah, it's Porygon, I don't think you miss anything. It's a bit of a weird episode. Like the cyber episode, it's strange. The one that's weird, I think, is... The Jinx one, again, I don't think you'd miss anything with not having that. The Safari is the only one I sit there and go, it's a shame you lose that. Because it's Ash's first encounter with a Dratini. So Dratini doesn't appear in the anime outside of Dratini. So that feels like a shame. And the other thing you miss is the fact he catches 30 Tauros. And so randomly in another episode when Ash goes back to Pallet Town, he goes like, oh, Ash has caught more Pokemon than Gary. Yes, but it's 30 Tauros. And you're like, oh. And it doesn't make sense because I remember watching that and going, when did he catch 30 Tauros? I've watched every episode. Yeah, Misty slaps Ash, doesn't he? Because he like, isn't it that he lands or like ends up looking at her breasts or something? There's something like that where he does something that's like inappropriate, which got censored in the Western release. But in the Japanese, he does it and then gets slapped. So yeah, you're right about that. Because that's the thing, I did look to check what the censorship deals were with the early episodes. Because again, I didn't want to suddenly go, oh, well, I'm watching the UK dub, that's fine. Or the English dub, that's fine. For it to then be like, oh yeah, but they cut this entire scene where Pikachu takes down 20 Pidgeys. That was the fun one. Was having to calculate how many Spearow that Pikachu ends up killing or defeating in that escape to Viridian City. How many Spearow does he take out? I didn't want to go through that because he kind of takes them all on as a flock, so I didn't put that in this challenge. But I think I calculated it to be something like there was one screen where you could like was the most Spearow on screen at any given time, and I counted them all. It was something like 37, I think. It was like in the 30s. There were a lot of Spearow that Pikachu took out with a single Thunder Shock. It's ridiculous. There we go. Metapod, gain all those levels, please, because we need you to evolve. No, we won't switch, but we will switch after he sends out Caterpie. Pidgeotto. I don't, my brother's been watching the new anime, the Pokemon Journeys or whatever it's called, with his like 2-year-old who loves it. I'm intrigued to watch it, particularly this latest season, because it's like we're bringing all the champions from the Kanto region, from the Johto region, from the Sinnoh region, from Hoenn. We're bringing all the champions together, and Ash is obviously the champion of Alola. And so Go is having to fight everyone, and all the champions are fighting to prove like who is the best champion. And I'm intrigued by that purely from a nostalgia sake. But I also think if you've not watched Ash throughout all of the anime, you're going to miss. Yeah, if you haven't watched all of it, you're going to miss. So, like, I kind of fell off the wagon for Diamond and Pearl. And so, oh no, I have watched Diamond and Pearl because of the stuff. I didn't watch Black and White. So I haven't seen Greninja or Lucario as his teammates. And that's like a big point they're making of like the nostalgia, which I also find funny because they have tried 3 times now to soft reboot this franchise. Alola was a soft reboot. I'm pretty sure Black and White was a soft reboot. Or was Diamond and Pearl a soft reboot? Because I've Diamond and Pearl, or I think Black and White was a soft reboot. And then there's a soft reboot at a different point. There are like 3 soft reboots they've done. And basically going, Ash is a 10-year-old starting his journey. So they keep trying to like reset Ash. But he still has Pikachu. He still remembers Brock and Misty and all his journeys. Pikachu still has Iron Tail and all these moves. That means that he clearly has traveled to all these places, and yet they still like kept him at 10. It's a weird thing. It's to kind of keep him young, but they then go, so like this latest season, it's like, well, it only works if you know the fact that Ash has been through all of the season. Yes, Ash does have a birthday. It is in the novel series. He does have a birthday, and in the novel, they actually tell you what day it is. In like the novelization of the TV show. The other interesting thing, I said, hey, what's going on? You should go and watch the Game Theory. We did a 2-part episode a good while ago now, where Matt calculated Ash's age based on what birthdays appeared in the seasons. So those birthday parties that appeared, they're going, well, he's clearly got a year. And then also looking at things like, well, time has passed. We've gone from winter to spring, or they're enjoying this festival. And in Japan, this festival takes time at this time of year, which means this amount of time has passed. And so they figured out that Ash is like 21, I think. Like, if you were actually following it chronologically. Because then in later seasons, they really slowed down the seasons. In terms of like winter, summer, spring. They really slowed those down so that they all take place over 1 year. Whereas in the early seasons, like 3 or 4 years pass. It's really odd. Yeah. Oh, I'm sorry to hear though that you don't get your Misty slap, which means you have the westernized censored versions. That's a shame. That's a shame. But yeah, Ash's age is a weird one. That is always a really interesting. It's what kind of inspired me to do Pikachu's level. I'd always wondered about Pikachu's level, but then when Game Theory had done that, when I was then trying to audition, I was then going, that could be an interesting one, and it seems like it could work. Also, yeah, you get jelly donuts rather than, what is it, onigiri? Is that what it is? Like, rice cakes? Where they have, like, a filling in them, like a bean paste or something. And it's like, the red is meant to be bean paste. That's what that is. But, yeah, they westernized it because they're like, oh, UK people, like, you know, the West won't know what this is. And so they made them jelly donuts, which the red filling makes sense, but it's very clearly a white rice with, like, a seaweed holder. It's weird. I remember as a kid going, what kind of jelly donut is that? That doesn't make any sense. Come on, we're almost there. We're almost there. Metapod has almost evolved. Right. Let's go to Pidgeotto. Almost made the mistake that the dub makes quite a lot, actually. With Ash's Pidgeotto, it's always Pidgeotto. Every single time. Whenever anyone else uses a Pidgeot, they do call the Pidgeot Pidgeotto, and very occasionally Pidgeotto gets called Pidgeot. Which makes sense to me, because you go Pidgey, Pidgeot, Pidgeotto. Like, it gets longer each time. But to go Pidgeot, Pidgey, Pidgeotto, and then Pidgeot is weird. I assume that the lines were done in a way that uncensored it wouldn't all together. But yeah, it was a strange thing. Like, yeah, when they dubbed it, it is interesting. I think on YouTube you can actually watch. Oh, no. Go back. We haven't evolved Metapod yet. Need to evolve Metapod before we can leave. Because I think there's a, There we go. So Beedrill. That's more like the anime. Because there is, a video on YouTube of the current voice of Ash dubbing an episode, for, I think it was the Alolan series, or one of the Alolan series, which is really cool to watch how they change it, and they go, oh, it's meant to be this, and it's meant to be this really long line, so we kind of have to exaggerate what you're saying and add some words in to fill it. It's meant to sound like this. But yeah, it was very... I thought it was really interesting to watch her do her thing and see how the dubbing process works. Like adding words, taking away words, that sort of thing. Level 4 Caterpie. This ain't going to do us much in the way of levels. However, the challenge really kicks in after this. Because Ash is a Dumbo. And as a Dumbo, he fights Brock, a rock and ground type gym leader, with only Pikachu. And so guess what? We are going to defeat Brock with only Pikachu. That means we have to get Pikachu to at least learn Quick Attack and be a high enough level where he can take a hit. Because we have to do it in one shot with... Well, not one shot, because Ash did lose, so it's fine. But we have to do it with only Pikachu. And so he needs to be able... I need to be able to heal him. He needs to be able to take some hits. I don't think they have any ground-type moves. It's just rock moves. But it's going to be a problem, to say the least. I'm just going to keep tackling here. There's no point. And obviously, we can use Thunder Wave and... Oh, no, we can't use Thunder Wave because they're ground types. But we can use things like Growl and Tail Whip. We'll have to get rid of one of them. But we can always use those to help our cause as well. But it may mean some grinding on Pikachu for sure, because Pikachu's going to have to be a high level. I don't remember what level Brock is. Because it makes sense to try and level Pikachu up on the trainers in the gym. Oh, we have no PP left. That is not great. Okay, then. We are going to have to switch. Get Pidgeotto out. I did not realize we had run out of PP that quickly. Jeepers. I've also just noticed this because I'm watching this on a very big screen. The female symbol is not aligned properly. Because the female symbol is on a... It's on an even pixel spacing. So it's 2, 2, 2 in a 4x4, that circle. Which therefore means you can't get the straight line going down in the middle. Because for it to go down in the middle, it'd have to be a 3x3. And it's not. So that's a funny little tidbit for you there. Right, come on. Give us like a Pidgeotto, because that will give us some good XP. We need a Pidgey. That'll be fine. That probably won't evolve us, but it's fine. Go to Pikachu. See, because this is the other thing. Ash doesn't do the grinding here. So, technically, the answer is, could Ash do it with his technique? No, because he doesn't grind ever. Missy's bizarre because she looks about the same age as Bulma from Dragon Ball. Her height and build, similar story. Like a younger boy under their wing. Bulma is 16 Dragon Ball, but Japan is odd. Yeah, it's this whole thing of like she's like the tomboy, isn't she? She's got 3 big sisters, but she's like a gym leader technically. And so there's a lot of like that, which is strange. But yeah, she's clearly grown up with Pokemon, whereas Ash is like loved Pokemon but never had a Pokemon. And never had a dad to teach him. And so it's that whole thing of like, oh yeah, suddenly this is like now a problem. Because now suddenly you've then suddenly got Misty being this like guardian figure to Ash. Ooh, that was a hard hit. Come on, this Pidgeotto should get us a Butterfree. Did he die in the Pokemon War? Because I know there's a Pokemon War. Is it confirmed, though? I don't think it is. Because I know that we've... Again, I think Austin did the science on who's Ash's biological father was. And had figured it out in the anime. I can't, because I don't remember if in the anime they talk about the Pokemon War at all. Because in the anime, originally, and in the Pokemon musical, because it was in the original idea, was Giovanni is meant to be Ash's father. Originally. They then changed that idea because Giovanni kind of became a jokey figure and didn't actually play a huge part in the anime. So they kind of were like, it's not as important. But he was meant to be. It was meant to be Giovanni. Because, yeah, in the, I think in some of the books and in the music, in the Pokemon musical, which I love that they made a Pokemon musical out of, like, the hit songs from Pokemon. Oak is Ash's daddy. Yeah, I've seen those memes, and it kind of makes sense. It's like, yeah, kid, just go out on an adventure, you know. Just quickly go, yeah, don't come home, like, for a long time. Because, like, in all the movies, it's always them hanging out. But in Pokemon Movie 3, see, I told you my knowledge is weird. In the third Pokemon movie, you see that when Ash's mum is a school girl, like a young schoolgirl, before she got married and had kids, or before she had a kid, she's a schoolgirl. She is hanging out with a still quite grown-up Professor Oak. Because him and another professor are together, and, like, she's a schoolgirl at the time. It's like, oh, yeah, we used to hang out when we were schoolgirls, along with the other professor's wife. Stranger things have happened. I mean, true, and like we say, the age of consent in Japan is 13. So, I mean, it's technically possible. Oh, hello, Ash! Hi, good to have you with us. Bonk. What a name for you, Ash. That's a good way to keep you under wraps. But hello, good to have you with us. So glad you're here. Fun fact, when I was younger, I asked my fam to call me Ash rather than Ashley because of Ash Ketchum. What a legend. Because I'd known Ash in the past, and I was like, oh, like, I get it. Like, it's just a better name. But the fact that you did that because of Pokemon is just amazing. By the time you reach 35, I don't think people being older than you matters anymore. That's fair. But what about being younger? That's when it's weird. Like you see 70-year-olds date 40-year-olds all the time. That's true. So yeah, Oak dating Ash's mum is not a weird thing when they're older. It would be weird if Oak was literally Ash's dad, because he is like, he will be older, but she's like young. Because as I say, he knew her when she was a schoolgirl. Yay! Metapod! Let's go! Yeah, stepfather figure. Yeah, that's probably more accurate. I have seen people go, oh, could... And I think we did cover the idea if Oak could be Ash's dad on the science. And it was just, no, genetically, hair color, eye color doesn't work. I can't remember who we settled on in the end. Ash got his Butterfree! And we learned Confusion. Great. But now the real work begins, because now we must fight fight Brock with only a Pikachu. Oh my gosh, kill me. First, let's get to the Pokemon Center. Because we need to heal up desperately. I'm going to put the other two away. So we need to get Quick Attack. First and foremost, we need Quick Attack, because without Quick Attack, we are going to struggle. So we need to box these two, because Ash, for some reason, refused to use them. 10-year-old boy leaves home with a pet rat on an adventure with an underage girl and a 15-year-old male. Yeah, Brock's young as well. But it's weird that, because, like, Brock... Also, yeah, so Brock's weird because, again, like, he had to, like, look after his entire family, like, all his siblings, didn't he? And be the gym leader. But then suddenly his dad shows up and so it's like, great, you can look after the kids. I'm off. But yeah, the fact that in Japan they're just like, yeah, sure, 10-year-olds go off on an adventure. Totally fine. What could possibly be the problem with doing that? I remember thinking when I was younger, because I always thought like, oh, well, Ash and Misty are at, like, I get they're 10, but they kind of looked in their, like, 15, and then I thought Brock was like 20. But you see it when Brock is stood up against, like, next to adults. Because when he stands next to adults, you can see he is still quite short. The thing for me is that although it also then makes Brock's weird obsessions even weirder. Because he is pining after grown-ass women at, like, 15. Which I get, teenage boys do. I get that. It's still weird, though. He does look like a tank. That's also true. Yeah. Yeah, no, exactly. It's why I kind of went, it's weird, but I kind of get it. Because I, too, was 15 once. Right, come on. What level does Pikachu learn quick attack? It's going to be like level 12 or something, isn't it? Ooh, that's a strong move. Oh, no. Not very effective. Oh, yeah, because I'm electric type. Doi. It's been a while since I played a good Pokemon game. I too know the appeal of the thickness. That's fair. That's true. Yeah, I get that. That makes sense. And we ended up with a male Pikachu as well, which wasn't necessarily intentional. I should have probably paid attention to that. I mean, is my Butterfree male? Please, sir. I think my Butterfree is male. I'm hoping my Butterfree is male. Because technically in the story it's meant to be male. I'm probably not going to worry that much about it. But I do believe it's meant to be a male because it then falls in love with a girl Butterfree later on. So I think it's going to be level 12. We learn Pikachu moveset. Gen 3. So, quick attack level 11. Okay, so we're one more level. Yeah. They did do that, didn't they? They got Brock to look up a girl's skirt by accident. I mean, they did a lot of things. Japan is weird. Jose, thank you so much for tuning in. Good to have you. Hope you're doing well. And Luke, thank you for the like. As always, appreciate it. We are currently just leveling up Pikachu so that we can hopefully take on Brock with quick attack. This is going to take a while, though. Yep, time for Butterfree to basically do nothing. Butterfree plays a part in Misty's gym. Butterfree does get used in Misty's gym. But other than that, it does nothing. And then just suddenly gets released. Oh, thank you, Umesh. Appreciate it. I'm glad you think I'm good. We barely got anywhere at this point, so we'll have to see what happens. Because it's when we start getting into the gym battles and the grinding to make sure we keep up with the challenge that it's going to be tricky. But this is going to end up being a very long series at this rate, I can see. So it's annoying, because Beedrill flies, but he's not a flying type. Yep, and again, Pikachu is the only one we can use in the Lieutenant Surge fight. Butterfree does nothing. Do you not recall it saved hundreds of other Butterfrees to get the girl? That's true. But in terms of the actual game, it does mean that he's basically going to do nothing. Oh, Ash is an atrocious trainer. And I think that's how we summarized the episode. Because I calculated stats. Like, Pikachu's level 61. By the time he gets to the level 5 Snivy and loses in one hit. He hits the Snivy twice, and yet the Snivy doesn't go down. So I calculated stats. I was like, well, let's say Pikachu just has the worst stats, and this Snivy is the buffest of all Snivies. There is no way, like, Pikachu's 2 attacks would have killed the Snivy 6 times over, and the Snivy should have done barely anything to him. Which just goes to show that Ash is an atrocious trainer. Also, the fact that he looked at a grass-type starter and went, is it a water type? Like, it's green, Ash. Come on. Like, Ash is a dumb trainer. But yes, Luke, you are right. Butterfree does do something in the anime. But that's the thing. But then it gets released immediately after. That's the only thing it does of any use. Right. Almost got quick attack. Once we got quick attack, I'm going to take on one of the challengers in Brock's gym. And we will see what happens. Cool. Quick attack. Yeah, but we can't learn more than 4 moves. So I think we've got to get rid of a status condition. The user growls in a cute way, making the foe lower its attack, lowering the defense. Defense or attack? I kind of want to keep growl, I think, because that will lower their attack, which means they do less and less damage. I mean, defense technically does the same thing, but for Brock, I think technically either wouldn't have mattered. The anime would have been better, far better, in fact, if the main protagonist had changed to new regions. Now, interesting fact for you. They wanted to have their Keek and Eat 2 at the same faces, but new people. Well, this is the thing. So, the reason that Misty and Brock change is to keep it fresh. And the reason Misty and Brock change as well, the reason Misty changed in particular, was to keep new eye candy coming for the boys watching the show. That is like a quote, or a roundabout quote, for why it happened that way. It is bizarre. You know? It's really strange. And it did work. But I also know that the original creator also wanted... The original creator of the anime wanted to have it move on. So gain new trainers, new people, each region. So you follow the new protagonist each time. Because he also then wanted a second series where you followed Ash, but Ash grew up with the kids. And so by the time we get to like now, Ash is in his 20s, his late 20s. He's become a really established trainer. Whereas in the original, the idea was, and then you would have had for the new watchers, you'd have had the new trainers coming in. So each generation would have like their original anime character. And then the later ones, they would... I'm just going to keep growling, lowering his attack. Kid Me thought Dawn and May were very acceptable. Yeah, to be fair, I had a massive crush on Misty. Because Misty was that feisty tomboy type, which I love. But May and Dawn less so, weirdly. But May I also had a crush on. Right, we need to keep lowering your attack because you are doing more damage than my quick attack is. That's why you're using defense curl. So I'm just going to keep growling to lower your attack at least. I also haven't picked up any potions at this point, which is probably not the best idea. Gosh, he is going to be so buffed. It's going to be a nightmare. Can I use another growl? No, we've reached max growlage. Oh, but he did get paralyzed. Awesome. That helps. Right, quick attack. I don't know why I wasn't super keen on Dawn. I think because May was original. Because although she was like girly girl, she was unique. She was original as a character. Because she was doing contests and all that, whereas Dawn felt like a bit of a copy of May. And so I was a little bit like, I just don't see the point in you. Because you're doing the same thing. You're just as incompetent as May was when she started battling, all that sort of stuff. How have you still got more defense to Carl? Gosh, this is going to take so long. Oh my gosh. This is just a battle of, like, brawn now. I hope I have a potion or something on me, because I am not going to be able to outbeat him in terms of attack, because he's doing, what, 2 every time? It's good that he gets it to miss occasionally. That's helpful. Anime Cynthia's game. Video game Cynthia has no chill. Well, the problem is, and this is, my brother was playing the Shining Pearl brilliant Diamond remakes. And the problem is now Fairy's in the game. So Spiritomb now has a weakness, which means that Spiritomb is not the, like... And also Fairy is, like, good against Garchomp. And so you suddenly go, huh, Cynthia now isn't as threatening as she once was. She used to be incredibly threatening, but she's now just not. So, yeah. But in the game, she had no chill. But yeah, Cynthia does have, I guess she has that adult appeal. I've been told that the remakes of Diamond and Pearl are not good. I love Diamond and Pearl, like the originals, and Platinum. Love them. But I've been told that it's just not good. The games just are buggy and not fun in terms of... Like, they kind of remade everything exactly as it was, did a weird art style, and just didn't appeal enough to the changes. Okay, we're starting to get low. Can we take him out first? This is a battle of wits. I've just got to hope he doesn't crit me. Oh, that was unfortunate. Right, oh, I don't have any Pokemon. Of course I don't. Pokemon competitive moveset and items, EVs and stuff. Fair enough. Do I have a potion? I do have a potion. I have one potion. I need to buy more potions. They turned array up to 11. Fair enough. Oh, no. Why don't you Thundershock? Oh, that was a waste of a turn. No. I made a boo-boo. Yeah, it made me sad the remakes aren't great, because Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire I really loved. I thought those were really good remakes compared to, like... and Heart Gold and Soul Silver were also great remakes. But yeah, it just felt like this didn't work as well. I think they put more of their... Well, this is the first one not made by Game Freak, funnily enough. Because I learned Arceus was made by Game Freak. The other one wasn't. They actually outsourced it, which might explain why it's not as good. He has 2 Pokemon. Well, we're boned. I did not realize he had more than 1 Pokemon. I thought he just had a Geodude. Oh, he's going to keep lowering my accuracy, isn't he? That's not great. Oh, you're just going to keep lowering my accuracy, aren't you? Yep. We've lost this one, I think, boys. Oh, and he's going to defense curl. Just keep lowering his attack. We'll see what happens. Oh, miss. Dang it. No, this is it. We're boned. He's paralyzed. That's helpful. That means he's slower now. Not that he was. Oh, bah! Yeah, I need to level up a bit more and buy some potions. Because I reckon if I just had some potions, I could simply, whatchamacallit, just brute force it. Pokemon Red Ash challenge. I think the Pikachu needs to be like level 35 or something insane. Oh yeah, there's the Fire Ash challenge or Red Ash challenge. I've seen that one. So that's a mod which takes you to every region and it encourages you to beat the game, the games as kind of Ash did. But yeah, we're boned. It's those sand attacks, man. Sand attacks are what did it. I don't know why I kept growling, because he's now going to get 1 hit on me and that's me done. Oh, flipping sand attacks. Sand attacks to get me, man. That's not bad attack, but he keeps defense curling. And we're... Oh, Pikachu's still in it. But we missed. And we're dead. Nope. Paralyzed. 1 more move. Still, we're not winning, but... Oh, no. I ran out of PP. Oh, no. Yeah, we've definitely lost this one. It's those defense curls that are getting me. Pokemon Yellow, someone did this challenge you're doing. And Pikachu needs to be level 35 to beat Onyx. But that's because Pikachu only had Tackle. Yeah, Pikachu had Tackle in the OG game, didn't he? Just get it over with. I've not got a physical attack anymore. Just get it over with. I literally cannot beat you right now. You've also sand attacked me into oblivion. There we go. Thank you. Put me out of my misery. Well, yeah, let's go back to the Pokemon Center. Yeah, the AI in this is not a smart AI. But yeah, oh, I pressed A too many times. First, let's buy some potions. Not that I think we're ready in terms of a level. But I think we should buy some potions for sure. Just gonna buy loads of potions. I'm now out of money. Because I can't waste potions on battling him over and over again. I need to level up. So this could take a while. But that's what we're here for. We're here for streaming, and sometimes streaming involves some grinding. Coming here, because of my mod pack, it does mean that Pidgeotos and Beedrills and things appear, which give much better XP. Yeah, no, that's fair enough. The cheesy Mimi dub is the best bit about it. Like I say, you don't miss anything, even with the episodes that are censored. You don't miss a lot. So I wouldn't worry. I don't think it like ruins the experience at all. So it was very strange because I watched them with subs because they were subtitled or have been fan subtitled, like the banned episodes and stuff. It's an interesting watch. It's an interesting thing to watch, but it's like, and like if you have the time or you fancy looking at it, it's worth a look, I'd say. But it's not like I have the box set, I'm missing these, my life is ruined. Because that's the other issue. What other moves do we learn, actually? What other moves does Pikachu learn? Quick attack. So I learned double team at level 15. That could be a game changer. Because the problem is Pikachu learns, like, no other moves. Oh, no, he learns Slam at level 20. Which could be helpful. So it may be that we do actually have to grind to level... I also just realised something. Sorry, give me 1 second. This is weird music. Ooh. I realised I didn't actually put this in. There we go. This one. I won't put you into a playlist just for now. Sorry. There we go. Yeah, so... Now the Blu-ray's other issues so far. I put it in the menu, it's like so pixelated. That's very odd. Gotta love 2040p resolution. So level 15 we learn double team, which is helpful because that's our evasiveness, which is basically the opposite of sand attack. It just improves our evasiveness. So that's going to be helpful to stopping them from being able to hit us quite so much. And then we have... And yeah, if we wanted to go level 20, we'd learn Slam, which is still not going to be... It's still going to be not very effective, like Quick Attack. But at least we'd have another move with some PP. But then we'd have to get rid of Growl, wouldn't we? Yeah, because I'm going to get rid of Thunder Wave for double team. So if I want Growl and double team. I guess, though, I don't need to lower their attack so much if I'm only lowering... if I'm raising my evasiveness. So if they can't hit me, then it doesn't matter how hard they hit. And I've got potions and stuff, so... Oh, the anime really doesn't follow the 4-move rule. Like, again, I looked into it. I looked into how many moves, like, the Pokemon have and stuff, just to check that that wasn't a viable option to calculate level. It's crazy. In Ash's fight against the Dragonite in the Orange Island Elite Four, or the Orange Island League, he fights a Dragonite. The Dragonite uses something like... it's something crazy, like 8 or 9 separate attacks over the course of 2 episodes. It's nuts. It's like, come on, guys. Like, it's one thing for Ash to kind of go, yeah, my Pikachu learns Quick Attack, Thunder Shock, Thunderbolt, Thunder, Tail Whip, Thunder Wave, and like, but he uses that like 1 or 2 per episode, and so you don't notice. Whereas this one was like, over the course of 2 episodes, it used like 8 moves, and it's like, come on, you're not even trying to hide it now. Gotta keep grinding, grinding, grinding. Why am I not getting Pidgeotos anymore? Pidgeotos were great for leveling up. What's happened? Because this is going to be a long road if we've got to grind at this speed. There we go. Down for the count. I know you've said that someone's obviously got level 35. I reckon you can do it in less. I reckon by level 20 we'd be fine. I reckon once we got Slam as well as a second move, I reckon we'd be okay. Because therefore we wouldn't be worried about running out of PP. Off stream? No, I won't be grinding off stream for this. This will very much be an on-stream grind. I'm enjoying the conversation, and it's something I can kind of mindlessly do. And part of it's the fun, because you also sit there and go, it's getting on the journey. If it gets too much, then maybe. But I've got too many other things to grind off-stream. Oh, the flipping Fury attacks. There you go, and he's staticked. Oh, gosh, 5-time hitter. 6? Is that 6? No, 5. Gosh, he really did. No Pidgeotos anymore. They don't want to give those to me anymore. We'll be leveling up a lot faster with those. But hey ho. Come round, random spawn generation. You're still giving me Beedrill, so I know the ROM's still working. Yeah, Fury attack. Three times. That's fine. We can handle that. Yeah, Beedrill gives us a relatively good amount of levels, or XP. So we will just have to see. No Pidgey, no Pidgeotos. There we go, easy kill. Yeah, it's only like half the XP. Gosh, it's going to take a long time. Because we need to just level up generally for power and HP and stuff. But yeah, I think double team is going to be a game changer. And then if not double team, then definitely Slam will be a big game changer for sure. I'm going to have to see how that works. Nearly level 13. There we go. There he is. Thunder Shock. One hit. There we go. Yes, that's a good amount of XP for that. It's more than Beedrill, that's for sure. Just wiping out the Viridian Forest right now. I was always impressed by how many Pokemon like lived in the world because you could just keep grinding in the same places. There we go, level 13. 2 more levels and we get double team. Yeah, Pikachu learns like no moves. It really makes you realize how few moves he learns. He has Thunder, he has Quick Attack, Thunder Shock. Or in terms of like attacking moves, he has Thunder Shock, Thunderbolt, Thunder, Slam, and Quick Attack. And that's basically it. I know he learns Light Screen a little later on and he does a couple of other things, but yeah, he really doesn't learn a lot in terms of moveset. He is not great. He gets better, I think, in later games. I think they give him a bit more variety because there are now moves like Wild Charge and just other moves that mean he can do some different things. It's no good you doing your... And this is the other problem. Because I can't use electric type attacks on Geodudes and stuff, when they keep using Defense Curl, my Thunder Shock obviously... Because Thunder Shock is a special move, it would bypass that. It doesn't in this game. Which is why I'm using, like, Thunder Shock on these guys, because it's special. So it's just wiping them out really quickly. There you go, 50, not bad. Wow, it only goes really from like 50 to like 60. I guess because Beedrills are lower. The Beedrills were like level 3 for some reason. I'm not quite sure my ROM hack is doing that, but hey ho. Thunder Shock. There we go. We're starting to get to the point where we're one-hitting everything here, which is good. Also, have you ever noticed that the trees look like burly men that are like flexing? Just something to think about. Thunder Shock, let's go. Can't unsee. Absolutely, you can't unsee it. Once you realise that the trees are just flexing burly men, can't unsee it. Nice. Yeah, you get 31 for that. We're climbing slowly but surely. I think once we get double team, I might save and try my luck against at least the trainer. And we'll see whether, like, how I get on and if I can beat that trainer. Because the reason I don't, like, technically, according to, like, what I'm doing for this anime challenge, I technically don't have to beat that trainer with just Pikachu. But from a leveling perspective, it makes sense to just use Pikachu. It also gives me an idea of how to fight Brock. But you just go, yeah, it will help level Pikachu up further because they're trainer Pokemon, which gives you more EXP at the end. There we go, Pidgeotto, great. Let's go. Nice. Getting there slowly but surely. So I just looked at the DVD. It says in the back, 4 never released episodes included. never released. Is that in terms of... So it glimpse the Blu-ray set. I'm so confused as to what 4 episodes are going to be included on that. I wonder, because you go, if it's 4 never released episodes, I'd have thought that would mean that like the banned episodes like Porygon, Jinx, all of that would be included. Because that would imply, because they were all dubbed, I think. I'm pretty certain all of them got dubbed, and then they were like, the networks were like, no, you can't use them. So that would imply that those 4 episodes are included. Actually, Porygon may not have got dubbed because it caused such issues in Japan that it never saw the light of day in the West. But that'd be interesting. Mini episodes that came... Or are they talking about mini episodes that came with the movies? I don't think it'll be the ones from the movies, but it might be like... But why would they call them never seen? That's the thing that throws me. If they're never released episodes, it would feel weird. So, but they might be mini stories that they've made specifically for the Blu-ray. I don't know. Hard to say. But I'm intrigued. You have piqued my interest. Come on, this should level us up to 14. Ah, not quite. This should do it, though. But on the front... Oh, gosh, what does the front say? I'm hanging on your every word. What's going on? Yeah, level 14, baby. It says includes 52 adventures. Same as my Blu-ray set. Yeah, because there are 52 episodes in the season. So what those 4 episodes are, I have no idea. Weird that the DVD had extra and the Blu-ray didn't. Again, it's probably because they started to... I think, again, Pokemon probably started to... Because DVDs were coming out for, like, the first movie and stuff. So you got the first movie when DVDs were coming out. Because I remember getting the DVD. So my bet is, like, they were trying to make all these special funky features and make DVDs worth buying. Whereas now it's like, yeah, it's kind of a collector's thing now. So we don't really need to go to all the effort of doing that. So they just didn't. And so those sort of things will be lost to time. You'll either have to find the old DVD set, or maybe someone has uploaded them online somewhere in some back channel of the dark web. That would be my guess. We need to go and heal up because our PP is running low. Yep, you're probably right. Let's go and heal up so that our PP can be restored. PewDiePie really has ruined that word for us, hasn't it? Because it's meant to be PowerPoints. But now it's like, oh yeah, I've run out of PP. It's just like, PewDiePie. And, well, not that PewDiePie as a term is what PP stands for, but he rates his Reddit, doesn't he, on small or big PP. And so, and I know exactly what it's meant to mean, and so it just throws me off now every time I use the word PP in the correct sense of video games. We've only got one more level to get now. Problem was we beat Gary so easily, and he had like level 9 Pokemon, and we just absolutely destroyed him. From what I can tell, the Blu-ray is just the old DVD transfer, but upscaled. Huh! Interesting. So yeah, rather than using like the actual original like Japanese cells and stuff, they have just Looks a lot better, but it's not HD like they claim. Yeah, probably. If it's just upscaled, the most I reckon it is 720. So when because 720 is still technically considered HD. 720p rather than 1080p. 1080p is like, technically this stream is in 720p just because my internet can't hack having more than that. But that'll be my bet. I bet it's at 720 rather than 1080. That would be my bet, because that's a slightly smaller jump up from 480. Would have probably been the next step before 720. On the bottom, it does say full HD 1080p. Well, then, sir, well, it's probably not they've lied to you. It is probably just the fact they have upscaled either 720... Yeah. So it is probably just, it is technically 1080 in terms of the resolution size, but because it's not got the quality and they just upscaled it, it will just be super low quality. And that's what they'll have done. Say, it's why I was never bothered, because I was just watching it for data online. I never bothered by what quality, because some of them were like, oh no, this version's only in 360p. And I was like, well, that's fine. It's just going to be in a little window in the corner. I'm just listening for Pikachu to say, Pikachu, and like shoot a lightning bolt or something, or for Ash to say, use quick attack. So I just kind of had it on in the background. Oh, yeah, please do. Please do. You can tag me on Twitter. So I'm just at Dapper Mr. Tom on Twitter. But I'm intrigued to see now. You'll need to send me a photo of this. But yeah, just message me on Twitter rather. I don't know how. Oh, well, you might be able to do photos on this. I'm not entirely sure how photos work on Twitch and whether you can do photos in Twitch chat. I'm not sure you can. So yeah, definitely ping me on Twitter. I'll get my Twitter up now so I can have a look. And like that, Twitter is open. Oh, my friend just got a nice Lugia card. Good for him. Where are we at on our level? I mean, we're getting close to wrapping up, to be fair. Oh, we are almost level 15, though. We have almost got there. We're almost out of time as well, so if we can get to level 15, that'd be good. Oh, wow, that's an amazing Lugia card. That's like OG Lugia. Great, love that. I love that for him. Yeah, we're very close. If we get a Pidgeotto, that would probably get us over the edge. But hey ho, we're nearly there. I just want to make sure we get double T before next time. It's like, because I could, like, it's the struggle of going being able to paralyze people is really useful with Thunder Wave, because paralysis slows them down. But people hitting me or me hitting them has a chance of paralyzing them, and so in a sense, I kind of just have to leave it to that chance. Particularly given I can't use Thunder Wave in the gym, and so them attacking me is the only way to make that work. Oh, nearly there. One or two more. One or two more. Hey, there we go. Quickly. Typically, I'll almost get to level. I'll be like, I only need to fight like a Cappy now, and then suddenly a Pidgeotto will appear. There we go. Level 15. So now double team. Yes. So let's delete Thunder Wave. And poof. Pikachu forgot Thunder Wave, and Pikachu learned double team. I'm glad you like the music. It's a bit weird. It's a bit freaky music, but I like it. Cool. So that's that. So let's go and heal up, and then we'll save, because we are running out of time for today. Pikachu bossing it. So we are now at a double team. We'll see if that works. If not, we will be able to next time next time we will get it to the point where we can learn Slam, and that should help us out a lot. But thank you everyone so much for watching. Thank you Brogan, Steffi, I said hey what's going on, as well as Ash and a few others. Thank you everyone just for being in the chat. I appreciate being able to have these conversations with you. It really helps from the grinding fly by. So we will definitely be carrying this on. This is going to be a bit of an interesting challenge for sure. I look forward to seeing where it takes us and how long it takes us. It's going to be some good fun. But we may or may not be back Tuesday. I'm not sure. I want to be back Tuesday. Did you just try to do something on Twitter? I'm not sure I've got my Twitter set up on Twitch. I need to do that. So apologies, sir. I will get that set up immediately. But yes, please send me that picture, because I will definitely follow you up with that, because that is, if it is what you said it is, it'll be insane. But thank you everyone so much for tuning in. Yeah, I'm not sure I'll be back on Tuesday, unfortunately, but we should be back Thursday for some more streaming fun. Yeah. So, once again, thank you everyone for being in the chat. If you're new here and you've liked everything you've seen today, please like, follow, subscribe, all that good stuff. It really helps us out. And yeah, thank you everyone for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one. So, ta-ta for now.